Liberation. Don't let them fool you. Liberation. Don't let them bamboozle you. Don't let them fool you, bamboozle you. How you gonna know what you need to do, but don't know what you need to do you? Even if you don't get it, you will never forget it. One thing you should know, there is no liberation without liberation army. Biafrans, no time to check time. Liberation. Biafra, liberation army. There is no liberation without liberation army. Wasting time is wasting life. Liberation, Biafra, liberation army. Arise, increase the fund your liberation. As soon as the terrorists are gone, these who govern us will be on the run. Increase the fund with full concentration. When the zoo police and soldiers are gone, the zoo senators will run away. No liberation without liberation army. No time to check time. Liberation, Biafra, liberation army. There is no liberation without liberation army. Wasting the time is wasting lives. Liberation, Biafra, liberation army. Open your eyes. When these zoo governors are no more there, you are liberated. When these zoo police are no longer there, you are liberated. When these zoo senators are no more there, you are liberated. When these zoo terrorist soldiers are no longer there, you are liberated. Now you know what these zoo governors know, senators know, police knows, soldiers know, and the president knows. So that's why they hate the liberation army, cause they are fake to the liberation army. BLA, determination army, slay the zoo violation army. Your only hope is the liberation army. Your language should be the liberation army. The whole world is watching you and me saying, could they speak the liberation language and live? There is no liberation without liberation army. No time to check time. Liberation, Biafra, liberation army. There is no liberation without liberation army. Wasting the time is wasting lives. Liberation, Biafra, liberation army. Realize. Diplomatic wing gonna be pointing to it. De facto government in homeland shining, writing it when your lives, resources, and your land are all in your own hand. Then every nation will wanna negotiate, saying it's been long awaited, meaning long expected automatic freedom for all the incarcerated. There is no liberation. No time to check time. Liberation. Arise, liberation. Wasting the time is wasting the life. Liberation. Increase the funds for your liberation. After these terrorists are gone, the governors will be on the run. Increase the funds concentration. When these police and soldiers are gone, these senators will run. When these governors are no more, then you liberated. When these police are no longer, then you liberated. When these senators are no more, then you liberated. Terrorist soldiers are no longer, then you liberated.
When the zoo government is no longer there, you are liberated.
Now you know what the governors know, senators know, police know, soldier president knows. They hate the liberation army. They are fake to the liberation army. BLA determination army. Slaves who violation army. The only hope is the liberation army. Language should be the liberation army. The world is watching you and me saying, can you speak the liberation language and live? No other way than liberation. Liberation. This Kama promises restoration without liberation from the illegal occupation of Biafra land by the zoo. Ngozu. Advice is from the People's Club of the zoo must and can only favor the zoo, meaning death to Biafrans too. Liberation. IPOBINUSA.org/donate. Don't hate. See jihadists are full of AK-47s and grenades. Liberation. BiafraRepublicGov.org/donate. Don't hate. Bridge. Biafra Republic Government in exile. Liberation.
Liberation. Thank you, Rastaman, for that one. That was a hit from our brother Rastaman. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You're all welcome tonight. Tonight is another night that we are going to engage very, very strongly tonight. And I have my link already posted. And if you want to come and join us, the link is there. You can hop in. But before then, I will establish this program tonight. The title we are going to be discussing tonight, and I want it to be engaging. Thank you for joining us, Shedrack Nkwuda. Thank you, Chibundu Kelechi. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you tonight. Now, come to the topic of tonight. We are talking about the Nigeria that will defeat this Biafra. You see this Biafra? That Nigeria that will defeat this Biafra that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa leads, that Nigeria does not exist anywhere. Tell your neighbor, that Nigeria does not exist. The Nigeria that can win this godly Biafra, this truthful Biafra, this heavenly Biafra, this kingdom-minded Biafra, that Nigeria that will defeat it, I am still looking for that Nigeria, because it is only when we become corrupt, when we lose our focus, that Nigeria will defeat us. But as intact as Brigi is, as committed as our prime minister is, as resolute as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, and the few men that are with him, they never born that Nigeria that will defeat us. That Nigeria is still, I'm still searching. Please, I need you to show me if you are a one Nigerianist, if you are Musa tonight, if you are Nigerian soldier, propaganda machine soldier tonight, I need you to come in here and tell me how you can defeat this Biafra. With what? Tell me with what you can defeat this Biafra. Let me tell you, with what I am seeing right now in this Nigeria, that are very, very good with their satanic, demonic propaganda, good with their terrorist machine, there's no way they can deceive or defeat this God-centric Biafra, this kingdom-centric Biafra, this God-oriented Biafra, the kingdom of heaven on earth, never born on earth. If you like, use all your propaganda machine, buy all your media houses, pay them the brown envelope media. We know all of them. We will still defeat you. There is a topic going on, so don't come and distract us. Don't come and distract us. We know how you play your game. Don't come and distract us. There is something we have seen. We are seeing. Gumi is busy. All of them are busy. The chief judge that set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free is busy. Every one of them are busy. Everybody is talking. Now, you are giving terrorists front seats, giving them VIP treatment. We're seeing it. And instead of us to focus on that and ask you a question, you come and answer us and tell us, does a country like this exist among the United Nations? Does United Nations have a country where terrorism is the order of the day, where the government, if they are not involved in drug peddling, if they're not involved in kidnapping, they are involved in terrorism? And it has become a trade for them. Tell me which country that is within this community of nations, in the United Nations, in the OAU or whatever you call them, in the ECOWAS, that everything about them is terrorism. Can you tell me which of the countries? So I will be showing you the news that is going on right now. And we need to somebody should come in here and debate me. Tell me how you will defeat Biafra. With what? Everything about this Biafra is integrity personified, is truth Truth. It's truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, I will defeat Nigeria with the truth. Now, are these not coming from your media? Let's go there. Let's bring it. Let's bring them on to you. Are these not the happenings in the zoo right now? Even the northern, bloggers in the north, very big bloggers, you understand, are actually opening up and telling the world what is now obtainable in the corridors in Nigeria. This one not be Biafra person, no, Masu Zafi. Look at this. These are pictures coming from Nigeria. All these people you see, these are government officials. This one in the middle is a government official. These ones by the flanking them are terrorists with guns. Terrorists with guns. Hope you're seeing it. Now the write-up says, you gather these bandits under one roof and still went ahead to reconcile. How do you reconcile with bandits or Boko Haram people? How? The question is how. Please, I want us to come in here and ask this shameless country called Nigeria. Those friends of Nigeria, come here and see your friend. Come and see your friend. We are asking your friend, how do you reconcile with terrorists? How? How do you reconcile with bandits? Sit down on the same table with them. They are carrying their AK-47, and then you are carrying paper, and you are signing papers with them. These are terrorists. Look at what this one. This one is their senior man, the chief imam. His name is Gumi. Now, this northerner, Shehu, look at his name. Shehu Ghazali Sadiq. It's not a Biafra, no. Now he's the one that is asking them. Imagine an Igbo Christian cleric saying this same thing for IPOB in the southeast. What do you think will happen? What did this man say? Look at what Gumi is saying. Gumi warned security operatives against provoking terrorists after peace deal in Katsina. This man is a Muslim cleric. He is warning Nigeria army. Look, now we have made peace with terrorists. Make sure you do not provoke them. Now this northern brother is now asking, imagine that a reverend father, a priest, even a traditional man, a dibia, is making this kind of statements from Biafra land or from the southeast, as they would call it. You know what will happen? The news you are seeing everywhere now this evening is Gentle. This one is Gentle a terrorist? Simon Ekpa, is Simon Ekpa a terrorist? Ask them. Is Gentle the Yahoo a terrorist? Gentle the Yahoo is Biafra Liberation Army. Igwe Butuzo is Biafra Liberation Army. They are not terrorists. They are not ragtag. This man here, Gumi, is telling you that you must not provoke the ragtag terrorists. We have had a peace deal with them. Peace deal with terrorists. Either number one or number two in the whole world, the worst, Boko Haram. They have had peace deal with them. And their cleric is saying, do not provoke them. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? This one is happening, Koroko, and their media is reporting it. We are not the one reporting it. This person here is look at this person here is not an Igbo person. This is their this thing. Look at that. I don't know where there are other news. Let me see what news this one has. Look at that. Now let me go to that other guy's. Let me 1 minute. Let me not make any mistake here. 1 minute, guys. So we need to gather here tonight because this is an open mic, brethren. My people, this is an open mic. Let me go to the Twitter handle of this other man. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I love this man. This man is really giving the woto. We are going to go to this one. Please, you people will join me. Let me bring it to you. You people will join me. Let's go to the Twitter handle of this one. This man is really giving. He's giving Gumi and the rest of them. He's really giving the woto. I love this. This man called Shehu Ghazal, a creative thinker, good governance advocate, and public opinion commentator and entrepreneur. He has a large following on Twitter. Look at him. He has over 225,000 followers. So he's not just an ordinary blogger. Very big one. Now, let's see. Okay. Let's see what he wrote here. Let's see. He puts his picture side by side with that of Tinubu. Hope this thing is coming out clear. Very good. That's the video we're going to analyze. The video of that chief judge. We're going to analyze it together tonight. That one is very, very important for us to analyze tonight. Now, this man wrote, Nnamdi Kanu detained while northern terrorists with AK-47s negotiate freely. Shehu Ghazali Sadiq slams Tinubu's government over injustice. Now, this is reporting it. This news agency is reporting it. Nnamdi Kanu detained while northern terrorists with AK-47s negotiate freely, very freely. This man, Shehu Ghazali Sadiq, slams Tinubu's government over injustice. The way Nigeria will crash, that's why I'm telling you, I never see that Nigeria. I am still looking for that Nigeria. Is it this Nigeria that I'm showing you now that will defeat Biafra? No, it is impossible. Impossible. Now he wrote this. That's why we have read this one. Let's see. And there's this other guy, this shameless man called Hundei. I didn't even know that this cow, when I went through this website, I discovered that this cow has even blocked me. I don't have any confrontation with him. These are the people that say they want to change Nigeria. David Hundei. I went to his page. I discovered that the madman have blocked me. Okay, let's see. Shehu said, imagine it's an Igbo Christian cleric that made statement to support IPOB, similar to what Gumi said in supported of northern terrorists. Just imagine what will happen on the TL. Just imagine. Just imagine. Islamic terrorism is supported by Islamic clerics in northern Nigeria. This is why terrorism in the north will not end soon. This is a northerner, probably a Muslim man also. Gumi warns. We have seen this. Hey, we have seen this. Let's see. All right, we've read this before. Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, charged for terrorism. Northern Nigeria terrorist leaders carrying AK-47 are openly negotiating with government for peace. Nnamdi Kanu is in prison because he is Igbo. This is the truth. Now we are going to see the pictures. This is the picture of the leader of the terrorists. All these magazines are loaded. I show you, it's not a fake magazine. Look at the bullets are there. This is the head of the terrorist. He is even wearing a camouflage cap. You can see the camouflage is wearing. Terrorist. If you by mistake now buy a camouflage cap and wear it, you see what the army people will do to you. But this is a terrorist, live and direct on camera, wearing a camouflage with armies that are there surrounded. He's carrying a live ammunition with all the magazines. Look at a terrorist negotiating with government in the midst of the people. Nigeria is a strange country. Tell me how this Nigeria can defeat the Biafra. That is a holy land, a land of God. Tell me how this terrorist-infested country. Nigeria will explode very soon. Just pray it doesn't explode on you. If you are still there, supporting one Nigeria, I pity for you. Shehu continues to write, Islamic terrorism will not end in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, until we sack APC from power and arrest all the founders of terrorism. Will they do it? This one, he's just making a suggestion. Let me see whether he has more about this issue. I think he has a. Okay, that's all from him. That's all from him. Yes, now we are going to go to the video that I really want to address tonight. Let's get that video, and then so that we will listen to the judge, a woman judge in appeal court, that actually decided to set Mazin Nnamdi Kanu free because she knows that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime, and that Nigeria is a terrorist sympathizing country, and there's no way she can support Nigeria against Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. The judge that freed Kanu. The judge that freed Kanu. So we're going to listen to it, and then bit by bit, we will tear it into shreds. So please pay attention. If you are just watching us now, share this program. Share, and let's do justice to this. All right, let's go.
We cannot continue with mediocrity. We cannot. We cannot. We have the best. What is the problem with letting the best people shine? There has to be a change. And the nation is crumbling under religion. It's crumbling under tribal politics. If we are not ready to move together as one, maybe we should break up. It's always offensive to me when I hear this is the position.
If we are not ready to move together as one, maybe we should break up. This is a judge of the Federal Republic of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. A judge of the Federal Republic of Animal Kingdom called Nigeria. She's telling you, if we cannot move together, maybe we should just break up. Let her repeat it, though she's
under religion. It's crumbling under tribal politics. If we are not ready to move together as one, maybe we should break up. Okay. It's always offensive to me when I hear this is the position of the North. This is the position of the Southwest. This is the position of the East. What is the position of Nigeria?
You hear that? Every time you hear them say, this thing you are saying, this is the position of the North. This is what the North is saying. This is what the South is saying. This is what the East is saying. Everybody have their position. Because Nigeria can never be one, Nigeria, they will not tell you this is a position of a country that wants to work. That's if Nigeria is truly a country. And they should tell you what is the position of Nigeria. But Nigeria is not a country. It cannot work. So Nigeria doesn't have a position. But most of the time, they will always tell you this is the position of the North. Because the North have always been in control. Now that they claim that they have a Southern person in power. No, the North is still controlling. The terrorists we're having today is sprang up from the North. And now, even though they claim they have a Southern president, he cannot do anything about it. He can't. They are swarming every area with their terrorist machine. Every area. The army is filled up of terrorists. The police is filled up of terrorists. DSS full of terrorists. Terrorists everywhere. Why? Because they will tell you that there are repentant people. Boko Haram. Repentant Boko Haram. They say they evaluate them, they rehabilitate them, and they put them into military. The position of the North. Let us continue.
They went to war over increase in the price of bread. But everything has increased in this country, and we are still moving.
Wait, I want her to say that again.
They went to war over increase in...
Who went to war? Repeat that again.
Here, this is the position of the North. This is the position of the Southwest. This is the position of the East. What is the position of Nigeria? They went to war over increase in the price of bread.
We'll hear it later.
But everything has increased in this country, and we are still moving. This is the time that elders should talk, because what is happening, it can no longer be tolerated. We are repelling investors Nobody's going to invest in a country where the judicial system is not working, where disputes take forever to be resolved. Nobody's coming there. There was a survey of the top 10 African countries, and sadly my nation wasn't there. This is a message also to the politicians. You have to help this country. You have to help this country.
Madam, nobody can help the country. The country is gone. It's gone. Nobody can help it. Okay? Thank you for speaking up. At least, thank God, your hand don't come out for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu matter. You did your best. You did the right thing. And now we are still fighting that demon.
And then the judges themselves, any judge that wants to be multi-billionaire, you can do it easily. You don't even have to ask for it. They are chasing you. There has to be a change.
Are you hearing it? Any judge that wants to be a multi-billionaire, you can become a multi-billionaire easily as a judge. And what is a judge supposed to be? A judge is supposed to be one that gives justice, one that stands for truth, one that the last hope of the common man. But in Nigeria, judges become billionaires very easily. And she says, you don't even go after the money. They use the money. They chase you with money. They chase you with money. She's going to say a lot today.
The country is not moving. There's too much bitterness. There's too much rancor. There's too much division on every front. And we cannot move ahead.
Today is Saturday, the 13th day of September 2025. I was listening to the video of the retired justice of the Court of Appeal during her book launch. I'm talking about Justice Oludotun Ade-Ofekpe. Oludotun Ade-Ofekpe. She was a justice of Court of Appeal in Nigeria. And sometimes if I see when people leave office before they will start talking, it also pains me because I know because of ethics of their work, they can't even talk why they are still judged. They can't talk. Some military personnel can't talk why they are there. But it's Nigerians, or are Nigerians listening to them? Are we listening to them? So this lady was suggesting that what she has seen in Nigeria, she thinks Nigeria should break up. This is a judge, just retired, okay? Recently retired judge, not up to 2 years she retired. A justice of the Court of Appeal. Now,
you need to know that this woman left for her. I don't think she would have retired yet. After that case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there was every reason for them to throw her out because they don't need judges that will even pass, clear judgments or truthful judgments. You understand? So she actually spoke her mind by free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and giving Nigeria no other option of trying him anywhere. This is the judge that passed that judgment. That no other court in Nigeria, any court has any jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the woman that passed that judgment. She's the woman that set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. She did it. That's the best way she can express herself. But you know what they rewarded her with? They made sure that she cannot continue as a judge. How dare you? How dare you make a right judgment in Nigeria? God.
Appeal. Now, she went on to say that if you want to become a millionaire as a judge or a billionaire as a judge, it's very simple because of the corruption in the judiciary. She continued to say that no, country want to come to invest, or nobody want to invest more and more in a country where a case will continue to prolong. I know that she was hinting like the case of Shell, the case of Nnamdi Kanu, where people in government are manipulating the justice system. Imagine the case of Nnamdi Kanu, up to 10 years they are still trying one thing. What are you trying? What kind of judgment? What are you doing? What are you doing? So these are the issues that this lady have narrated in this video, and I want everybody to watch this because sometimes if we talk, I remember one man asking me, why do you talk about these things? What do you know about Nigeria? I said, come on, I don't need to be a professor of history or a professor in political studies to know the evil going on in this country, because evil reigns in a safe haven, so everybody is seeing it.
I'm seeing the best of the best, because as I always say, Nigeria is a blessed nation. as far as I'm concerned, I think we have the best brains. Wherever we go to the top. Dr. Fatono, thank you for coming. The only problem is that we are not allowed to thrive. I don't know what it is in the society that does not allow us to thrive. You know, we go out, we're the best. We come back, I don't know what it is. You know, but I'm believing that somehow, Professor Chibajo, I'm going to be breaking my speech up, if you don't mind. In this.
So Professor Chibajo was there. Could it be that the former vice president? I think that should be Professor Chibajo. Go ahead.
Nation, we have not attained our status. The Lord will help us. We cannot continue with mediocrity. We cannot. We cannot. We have the best. What is the problem with letting the best people shine? There has to be a change. The nation is crumbling under politics, is crumbling under religion. It's crumbling under tribal politics. And the majority of the people in this country are not pleased with it. We don't like it. If we are not ready to move together as one, maybe we should break up.
Now, this is the point where everybody knows that this is where we should be. This should be the conversation. We are not ready to move forward as one. Why is breaking up, scaring some people, when actually breaking up is the beginning of saving lives? Why is breaking up? Why are you scared of breaking up this entity that when they say you are united, you are suffering catastrophical, heinous troubles by being together? It is becoming more pain, causing more pain to you, being together. Now, if this woman at her own level has seen all these things and is telling you she's a judge, she just retired a few months ago, not years, just a few months ago. She handled this case that they're still holding Mazen and the Kanuna. So it shows you that she's somebody that is very fresh with all the system going on. She has seen it all. And she's telling you, let us break. And that should be the option. And when you say Nigeria is blessed, where is the blessing? That Nigeria is the cause on your blessing. That Nigeria is the cause on your blessing. And there's no way you can attribute blessing to Nigeria for any reason whatsoever. So when they talk about let's negotiate and break, people they begin to no. We are one Nigeria. One what? A lump of disgrace, a lump of shame. How can you be a one terrorist country and you are happy about it? These are people that are speaking up, and these are people that have seen it all. Money is not their problem. She has money. She has seen everyone. She has the opportunity to be anything, but she's telling you there's no way. Let's continue to listen to her.
If we don't want to break up, then we must merge together. Forget where you are from. It's always offensive to me when I hear this is the position of the North. This is the position of the Southwest. This is the position of the East. What is the position of Nigeria? Who is thinking of this country? So,
now what funny thing is that everybody there, some of them, they just came to patronize her, and they clap. When they finish clapping, terrorists they're just kidnapping people somewhere around the corner. They are kidnapping and they are taking ransom. Terrorists are in control of so many of the states in the north. And those of us in Biafra land, in the place they call the Southeast, that want to repel and fight the terrorists, they are calling us terrorists. They say, no, how dare you fight the terrorists? Leave them. It is a normal thing. That means the business of terrorism must be allowed to flourish. And then some people gather and they are clapping. That is why, oh my God. Right now, those that couldn't talk before, that were scared of talking before, I am happy that people are speaking up now. Even from that north. You can see northern bloggers. Nigeria have reached their bottleneck and it must explode. It must explode. Everywhere must boil for you to know. And the thing is that some of you that are trying to hold the line and say, one Nigeria we must fight, I'm telling you, you all will become a victim of it. You all will become a victim of it, because if you don't let go of Nigeria, Nigeria will let go of you. And they will leave you in peace. They will leave you in a total tatters, in pieces. That's where Nigeria will leave you. They are clapping. Okay, let's see what that clap will earn you.
Of this country. So there has to be a change. Please, we're not interested in where whoever is from. What we want is that this country must attain the status that has been given to it by God. Do we not find
this woman? I respect you. I respect your concern. You know, I was speaking the truth, but there is nothing that God gave to Nigeria. Nigeria has no dealings with God. God has nothing to do with Nigeria. That is where most of them get it wrong. If you go and check now, this woman might be a member of Redeemed Christian Church of God, together with the Professor Shibanjo. Somebody said flying rumor. I should talk about flying rumor. There is nothing. I have nothing to talk about flying rumors, my brother. Let the people flying the rumor, let them tell you the truth. You understand? So we're not here to talk about rumor. I've told you, if they have any news, let them tell you, give you evidence of whatever they are saying. We are here. Very soon, our defense headquarters will respond. So when the defense headquarters respond, you will still see them, hide as they normally do. So don't worry about whatever rumor. It's not today we started hearing rumor about Nigeria. It's not today. Let me read comments, please. Let me read this comment. There is a statement made by one man sometimes last year that if Biafrans wait the Nigeria government to release MNK in less than 4 months, shut down all religious activities, including mosques, churches, then those who are not talking will talk, and they will organize protests, and they will release Onyendu. What this man said doesn't it make sense? The truth is that our people are not yet, especially people from Biafra land, especially people from the southeast, they are not yet ready. That's why I keep telling you that the weight of this thing will happen to them. But you see, Mazin Namdekan, nothing will happen to Mazin Namdekan. Nothing will happen to him. But all these people that are supposed to rally around and make sure they pressure the zoo, instead of them to rally around, I see, go on social media, you see them. Whenever they hear anything, they have arrested the gentle. You will see them celebrating all over the social media. Yeah, that is how some of them, their water low will come, and I will see how far they will celebrate. But you see, Mazin Namdekan, Nigeria is collapsing. I'm telling you, time is coming. They will even ask Mazin Namdekan, please, how do you help? Although we need Mazin Namdekan to help them. But the truth is that Mazin Namdekan have already told them Nigeria cannot be helped. So it's of no use you holding Mazin Namdekan and thereby bringing more calamity upon yourself. Do you know that Nigeria is suffering today because of what they are doing to Biafra and what they are doing to Mazin Namdekan? They can never get it right. I told you guys in the morning, Nigeria will never get it right. Every effort they make, you see this woman that is talking, and you hear them say, God will help us, God will help us, we'll come together, and they will pray. The potential God has given, that is a big lie. There's no help coming anywhere for Nigeria. God will never help Nigeria anywhere. If you like, pray from today to tomorrow. Do you know that somebody like Pastor Adeboye, who during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, remember, he protested, nationwide protest. Goodluck Jonathan must go. Do you know what Adeboye said a few hours ago? I think maybe yesterday or so. He is advising the youth. Youths should proffer solution to the presidency of what to do. If there is anything called tribal bigotry, Adeboye is number one. That's Adeboye. A tribal bigot of the highest level. Now, can you compare Jonathan's period or Jonathan's time of presidency to what is happening today? After Jonathan left, Buhari entered. Nigeria has never seen anything good since that time till now. And one good thing is that Nigeria never gets it better. That's it. So had it been Jonathan even had sense, he would have taken the opportunity to allow his people to, break away. Because he's a Biafran. Yeah, but he didn't. Like now, they are trying to use him again to bring him back, to confuse him. Now, this Pastor Adeboye is calling for youths. You people should rally around and bring solution to the presidency on how we'll come out of this difficult situation. Have you ever seen anything like that? These are people that carry placard. Tunde Bakari, all of them. Jonathan must go. Jonathan is worse than devil. Jonathan is fuel 150 naira. Hey, today fuel is almost 1,000 naira. They didn't protest. They are only saying, let us provide a solution. We are here. All right, let's listen to our lady.
What we want is that this country must attain the status that has been given to it by God.
It's a lie.
Do we not find it a miracle that in spite of everything that is happening, this country has not disintegrated? A nation...
She said, do we not find it a miracle, despite everything that has happened, that this nation have not disintegrated? Do you know why it has not disintegrated? Because the bottleneck needs to grow. In fact, the pressure needs to increase so that when the bottle want to break, mommy, when the nation want to break, nobody can gather the bottle. Because I used to see some adverts where they use some kind of gum and whatever to seal bottle. Maybe when it crack, it will seal it. No, this time around, the breakage, nothing can seal it. It must break. Undermost.
Do you not find it a miracle that in spite of everything that is happening, this country has not disintegrated? Okay. A nation went to war over increase in the price of bread.
Okay. She said a nation went to war over increase of the price of bread. So she's reminding you now. This lady is reminding you, you people are dummies. She's telling you that all of you in Nigeria, you are all dummies. If other nations can go to war because of the increase of the price of bread, because bread is their staple food, and they can't afford that bread to go up, then they went to war. But you, everything have happened to you. You are suffering and smiling and crying. And there is no hope that the suffering will end tomorrow. Every sign around you is showing you that, look, this suffering is going to a higher level. Even the man there told you before he entered that I will continue from where the predecessor stopped. So there is no hope anywhere near. No hope. No hope. All your hope is gone. So this woman is telling you that you people don't have sense. So if other people can, because of bread, go to war and fix their country, how much more you? More than bread has happened to you. And yet you are praying and asking God to help you.
Integrated. A nation went to war over increase in the price of bread.
Okay.
But everything has increased in this country, and we are still moving.
Okay, move.
So I believe that this is a nation, honestly, that has been set aside by God for something.
No, and let me tell you, mommy. Yes, Nigeria is set aside by God for an example that he will show unto those that hurt his own people. Those that think that they can do evil continuously and always get away with it. God is packaging the reward he will give to Nigeria because of the evil they have done to Biafra. Believe me, mommy, it is not a joke. Because as we speak right now, if this woman was an honest person, she would have used the opportunity to tell them, Nigeria, you should stop evil. Oh. This man called me sitting down the car. I set him free. How can you be a kidnapping nation, a nation of kidnappers, a leadership of kidnappers? How can you pride yourself in that? You would have reminded them, a case I handled, intelligently handled, sincerely handled, and declared my final judgment. You people are still dragging with it. You would have asked them why. That's where integrity starts. Because this woman is talking about God and everything, but under your nose right there, evil is going on. But you are not just calling you are calling fork a garden. You are calling a spade a garden fork instead of you calling it a spade. You would have told them right there and then that, look, there's no way this country will go forward if we continue to betray the justice system, if we continue to submerge justice or trample the justice of people underfoot. You should have told them that miscarriage of justice is number one problem that will continue to set people back. You would have told them the Igbo people that did not do anything up to tomorrow, you still want to humiliate them, you still want to annihilate them. What did they do? Why are you not speaking out? That is where your reconciliation will start. That's where your healing could start. So if you are thinking of that, you need to start it well. You wrote a book. Start there. You start there. It's very, very easy and simple. It's not by talking and saying, God, no. Look, the Bible you read, didn't it tell you about restitution? Did the Bible not tell you about restitution? So how can you expect that God will move you forward with all this evil that Nigeria has committed? And it's not as if they are repented of the evil, they are still committing the evil. Right now, as we speak, Mazen Namdekan, to get to see a doctor, the same man that is supposed to be free, to get to see a doctor is a problem. They're still holding him. They don't want to allow him to go and see his doctor. And you are calling God. Continue calling God. Let's see how God will pass back and come and bless you with all the evil going on in Nigeria.
Has been set aside by God for something. No. And I pray that this will be allowed to happen. And I pray it will happen before my very eyes. Now, having said that,
you pray. Okay, I have somebody in my studio. Let me bring the person in. We have Chukwu Okike. Okay, wait, this thing on the screen is not allowing me to see you very well. Yeah, so let's bring you in, Chukwu Okike Abiyama. All right, say something, please, if you are there, if you can talk. Are you there?
Yes, Mazi.
There.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you. I came in to listen to you, so you can carry on and continue.
All right.
If I
All right, so let's continue. She's praying that she hopes that this thing will happen in her time. Honestly speaking, ma, with due respect, in your very time, in your eyes, I am telling you, Nigeria will crumble. There's no way Nigeria will rise. And you know it, because for Nigeria to rise and for things to be better, all these things you have spoken about, they should have made a U-turn. They should have tried to fix it. All these things you have talked about. But they're not fixing it. They're not doing anything about it. So how will it ever be good for Nigeria? Never. It will never be good for Nigeria. Then the caller, and I don't know why the call is not coming in on my phone, on my system. I don't know why the call is not coming in on my system. You need to put off where you are listening to this program. Put it off so that you'll be able to speak. Hello? You're not ready. When you're ready, you call back. Make sure you put off the one with which you are listening. So let's go back there.
It will happen before my very eyes. Hey. Now, having said that, I will agree that the judiciary is almost comatose. You know, we're here speaking the truth. My father would say,
she said the judiciary is almost comatose. And when you say something is comatose, it means that is almost impossible to repair. It's gone. It has ruined completely the judiciary. The judiciary, the third arm. The judiciary is the third arm of the government. They have the executive, they have the legislator, and then they have the judiciary. The judiciary is almost what? Comatose. Now in Nigeria, the fourth arm of the government is now the one that is running the show. And what is the fourth arm of the government, as they say, is the Rata movement, VDM. A very dark man. A country where executive is gone, legislative wing is gone, the judiciary is gone. Now, what you now have is a very dark man, the Rata movement. They are now the one running the show. If people have problem now, they don't think about police, they don't think about court anymore. You go to court, they will mess you up. They only think about very dark man. So let's go and listen to him. She said the judiciary is almost comatose. I want her to repeat that statement again.
Truth. My father would, you know, we're here speaking the truth. My father would say judiciary is almost comatose.
No.
You know, we're here speaking the truth.
Okay.
My father would say, you know, that at this age, in Yoruba, he would say, that means at this age, you cannot, Yoruba people, what does it mean? That means I can't withdraw my mouse.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I have been I'm privileged to be over 70. None of my mother's uterine siblings went beyond 70. Justice Adefrasin, the eldest of her uterine siblings, same mother, same father, he didn't go. He died at 69. My mother died 67. The middle brother, Uncle Roland, he died at, I think it was 62. I'm above that age. So I believe that this is the time really where people like us, I consider myself an elder. I'm not old, but I'm an elder. So I consider this is the time that elders should talk, because what else am I looking for? I'm not looking to anybody for money. You know, the Lord has blessed me, you know. So please, there has to be a change. Judiciary, this is the most important arm of government.
Okay.
An arm that can kill and make alive, an arm that can decide who is the president, and that you, governor, get off that seat. That is the most powerful arm.
Of course, that is why today in Nigeria, Tinubu has made sure. The reason why people like this woman can never be allowed, there are people older than her that are still in the judiciary, very much older than her. They're still there. You know why they will remain there? They will remain there because they are already in the pocket of Tinubu. Maybe this woman, she is not willing and nobody can put her in their pocket. That's why she is out. As long as you want to remain there, because the judiciary, the government in Nigeria today, it is the judiciary that puts them there. There is no one that won any election. No one. It's the judiciary. Once they do, remember when they were doing that election, Tinubu was telling them already, if you say you don't like the result, you will go to court. They will already tell you, don't worry, we will go to court. Because they already know that in court, they have all the judges in their pocket. Is it not in Nigeria that somebody that came fourth in an election is now the governor? And after that tenure, the next tenure, nobody voted again. He still maintained the governorship. In the zoo. Those are the things you see in Nigeria. The judiciary, they were unsure. Was it not in that same country, somebody in the Senate was now threatening them, telling them that, look, If they make him angry, he will tell the wife, because most of you that are here, it is my wife that helped all of you, because the wife was a judge. Anything that happened, they will run to the court. The wife of the man will give them justice, fake justice, lie justice. They'll take the person that win and throw that person away and put the person that gave them money. That's what's happening in Nigeria. There is no justice. The justice system is comatose, according to this woman. It's comatose. There's no hope. Nothing. So now she's speaking and she's telling you the truth. This is the truth, though. Now, for those world powers, those that are siding with this terrorist country called Nigeria, you can hear these are the people that have been in power. These are the people that have, been in charge of the judicial system in Nigeria. She's telling you here that everything there is corrupt. The judicial system is nothing to write home about. Who else will tell you the truth that you believe? Because if we speak and you say, we are terrorist people, we are sympathizing, we are stirring up, and all that, look at them. The people that you are supporting, they are telling you the truth from their own mouth. If you don't believe me, would you believe them? Dara.
And that you, governor, get off that seat. That is the most powerful arm. It's the most powerful. So God will have to help us, because what is happening, it can no longer be tolerated.
No, the one that annoys me is when they say God will have to help us. Is it God that says you should be corrupt? Wait, is it God that say the judiciary should be corrupt? Is it God that puts those judiciary there? You now that is speaking the truth now, are you not the one that decided to speak the truth? Is it God that twisted your mind to be saying what you are saying now? No. You are speaking the truth because you want to speak the truth. Your other colleagues are not speaking the truth because they are comatose, tomatoes, whatever you say, however you say it. They will prefer to become billionaires, which they are, by reason of false judgments that they have been given all the years. Criminals are in power in Nigeria. Terrorists are in power in Nigeria. Known terrorists are occupying positions in Nigeria. Known terrorist sponsors. Very known. So what are you telling me? When those people are in power, and then you will say, God will help you. God will unalive all of you. Because you people are all evil.
The people have lost interest in the courts. People come to me. They say, look, we have a problem. How do I do? And I want to go to court. And I always tell them, if this is where you are going to get your food, forget it.
Hey! Are you listening? Are you listening? This is coming from a judge. Oh. Somebody will come and meet this woman, a judge, and tell her, I want to go to court. She is sincere. She's telling you that if this is where you get your food from, just forget it. Don't come to court, because if you come to court, there's no way you will get justice. That's exactly what she's telling you. In Nigeria, this is a federal judge. I will allow her to repeat herself again. This is a federal judge. When they come and tell her, we want to come to judge to seek for justice, she will tell them, forget it. What is she saying? There is no way you can get justice from the court. That's the reason why, after she gave justice to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still being dragged up and down in the Nigerian court today. And there's some bastards who thinks that, the same fate they are meting down on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they can also met him down on our prime minister. And they're saying, they will bring him back to Nigeria. Yeah? Look, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the almighty Chukwuka that he serves, because he's serving a true God. Nigeria is an evil country. All the judges, they are all evil. All the courts are all evil. Judge Omotosho is evil. Because if he's not evil, I don't see the reason why he's dragging this thing and following Tinubu, because he's already in the pocket of Tinubu. I want to see how far he will drag it. Thank God that in between this case is dragging, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even though he's not in Kenya to represent himself, he has already won the case in Kenya. Nigeria has been convicted as a terrorist kidnapper country. Nigeria has been convicted in Kenya. So how will he hide his face? I want to see how he will do this thing. With all the whole magomago they are trying to bring out. Now recently, Barcelona is bringing out some posts. They are trying to say IPOB was proscribed by who? And Aloy Ejimako is telling them that the law they used, which it was not even valid to proscribe IPOB, it has even expired. That particular whatever language you use, I don't know. I read it on his platform that it has expired. So that 2021, which 2020, whatever, that it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. So it has been abolished. So there is no way Nigeria, nowhere they can hold their hand now and say, this is where we will hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and sentence him. Nowhere. Just like Finland, they have no case against our prime minister. That's why the 100 men that are doing the needful, I want to appreciate you people, honestly. And we're going to conclude everything by the grace of God tomorrow as we will meet again. So let's listen to her. I want her to repeat that thing again.
We have a problem. How do I do? And it's happening. It can no longer be tolerated. The people have lost interest in the courts. People come to me. They say, look, we have a problem. How do I do? And I want to go to court. And I always tell them, if this is where you are going to get your food, forget it.
She said, I always tell them. So that means anybody that comes to her, that they are bringing case to court, she does not encourage them to go to court. That means most of the cases she handles are not the cases that she recommends. She never recommends anybody to go to any court in Nigeria. So if a judge in Nigeria has lost confidence in even herself, so how can you have confidence in that country? This is a judge. She's telling you, when people tell her that we are going to court, not even minding that she's a judge, she could be the one that will pass judgment on that case. She has seen cases where she passed judgment and those judgments will be overturned because she's an appeal court judge. She's telling you that, look, I have never recommended anybody, because she said, I always tell them. I will make her repeat it herself. So she didn't say, I sometimes tell them. Had it been she said, I sometimes tell them, it will mean that there are actually some cases that she recommended. But she's saying, I always tell them. So there is no time this judge has ever recommended anybody to the courts. Even for the fact that she's a judge, for her, it's useless. So she was just doing that, wearing this wig on her head for nothing. No justice. No justice. So that means as a judge, she has never delivered the true justice that stood. Because she may have delivered good justice, but most of the time you deliver the justice, it does not stand. Because they will revoke it. You know, the person you give justice, instead of him to enjoy the justice, the one that lost will go from behind and go to Supreme Court. Go to Supreme Court. Because at the Supreme Court, there are fake judges, criminal judges. They will overturn that result. God have mercy.
We have a problem. How do I do? And I want to go to court. And I always tell them, if this is where you are going to get your food, forget it. Continue your business. You can have your case. It will be determined when it will be determined.
Hey.
But that is not even a good commentary coming from somebody who was a judicial officer.
Are you hearing it? She knows, she admits herself that it is not a good commentary. She knows that this commentary she's giving of herself, it's not a good one. But she has no choice. She has to speak the truth. This is not a good commentary coming from a judge. But it is Nigeria. It is what it is. It is what it is. Nigeria, that is it for you. It is what it is. Oh my God.
Tell them, if this is where you are going to get your food, forget it.
Hey.
Continue your business. You can have your case. It will be determined when it will be determined. But that is not even a good commentary coming from somebody who was a judicial officer. The backlogs are too many. We are repelling investors. Nobody is going to invest in a country where the judicial system is not working.
So who are the people telling you Tinubu is the best thing that happened after sliced bread? So many people, some of your politicians in the southeast, they are already brandishing Tinubu. The hopeless one that called himself Oji, whatever his name is, from Abia State, is already saying, Tinubu will be, he will win in Abia State, he will win in the southeast. Nobody else, Tinubu. They are the people that are campaigning more for Tinubu. And this one is telling you that there's so much backlog. There's no way this can continue to go on. There's so much injustice in the land. So much. Zoological Republic.
We are repelling investors. Nobody is going to invest in a country where the judicial system is not working.
Okay.
Where disputes take forever to be resolved. Nobody's coming there.
You see?
There was a survey of the top 10 African countries, and sadly my nation wasn't there.
Okay.
And if you look at why those other nations, some of them are neighboring countries, why they were selected. Some, it's integrity. Some, it will be speed of adjudication. Some, it is independence of the judiciary. Some, it is the adherence to human rights. That is what elevated these countries.
So all these points she has made now, Nigeria is deficient of all of them. Deficient. All these points she just raised now. The judiciary, no integrity, name it. All the things she just mentioned now. She's telling you that Nigeria, the reason why the top 10 countries in Africa, they are among the top 10. She's outlining them for you. Nigeria has nothing to boast of. They can't even boast of one.
And if we're to tackle the judicial system, we will see that these are areas that we are weak in. But I do not blame the majority of the judges, because honestly, the judges are working. You have a lot of judges with integrity that are working, and they are working very well. But the system does not help them.
Which system does not help them? They are judges. Now, Shebi, when you declared your own and gave judgment to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is on record that you did it. So the only way we can know that anyone is working, let's also have theirs on record. Like Omotosho now, that is handling this case at the Supreme Court. We are going to have it also on record, whatever he says. Now, if he is a man of justice, number one, he should have known that, look, this case, as it is right now, this is not a case that we should be hearing, because this man, before anything can happen, you have to send him back to where you kidnapped him from. That is where the case starts. This man shouldn't be in Nigeria. How come he's here? Because he was not here. Yeah, you wanted to unalive him. He ran away, and you went where he ran and kidnapped him. Why didn't you seek due process to bring him back if you really wanted him to back? So, Omotosho, the only way he will not prove himself innocent, before you praise them, so you better praise yourself and stop praising others and saying that they are doing well. They are not doing jack. They are not doing jack. All of them are corrupted. So that's one thing you must know. So speak for yourself, man.
A system where, the vice president mentioned it, every case goes to court and it goes right up to the apex court. It cannot work.
So the vice president even mentioned the vice president is the most corrupt individual in that zoo. Today, when they talk about Tinubu, the person that was Tinubu's attorney general or minister of justice was Osibanjo. Osibanjo is the one that made sure that Tinubu's criminality was covered up. So what are you going to say? And he's a pastor, vice president, my foot. I beg you, talk another thing.
Nigeria is a very litigious nation. The elections, oh my goodness, the elections, the electoral system, it is so flawed. When
you see, she's spilling a lot of beans here. She's telling you that the elections is so flawed, and the elections she's talking about is the elections that the vice president have partook in, the elections that brought whatever party he was into power, whatever. Flawed.
I was in Owerri, about 2-3 years ago, dealing with primaries. Absolutely no internal democracy from the parties, the hierarchy of the headship of the parties, no internal democracy. Somebody will win, you will substitute another person. Of course,
somebody will win, you will substitute another person. Why didn't you speak up that time? Yeah, you didn't speak up that time. Somebody will win. I think she's talking about Hope Uzodinjo. Somebody will win, and you substitute another person.
No internal democracy. Somebody will win, you will substitute another person. Of course, they are going to go to court. In one of the parties had the same day the letter came out, primary elections. Another one said, direct primaries. The same day, another letter came, indirect primaries. So the candidates that came through direct primaries took the ones that came through indirect primaries to court. Or needless litigation. And they are killing the judges, writing, judgments that they should not write. So, this is a message also to the politicians. You have to help this country. You have to help this country. And then the judges themselves, the Lord will help us. Honestly.
Oh, the Lord. The Lord did not suffer for these people's hand. The Lord will help us. The Lord will help us. The Lord will help us. Criminals everywhere. The Lord will help us. The Lord will help us. Cut the crap.
He will help you. He will not allow us to be tools in their hands.
Oh. Wait, is it the Lord that allows? So those that are tools in their hand, is it the Lord that allowed them? I don't know why these people are just calling the name of God in vain. And it's a sin, if you don't know, it's a sin, to call the name of God in vain. The Lord will help us. How? How will the Lord help you not to become a tool in their hand? What makes you a tool in their hand? They buy you over. When they buy you over, you become a tool in their hand. If they come to buy you over and you refuse, are you a tool in their hand? The one in Abia State, the one that swore in Alex Oti, I learned that they tried everything possible to buy her. The woman stood her ground and said, I die here. I die here. And did that one have integrity? She stood there and said over her dead body that she has seen the elections, she has seen the one they brought to. Of course, we know that Biafrans didn't go out there to vote. But the one they brought for her, she saw it and she said, yeah, this one with the control, I stand on it. And she made sure that being the returning officer, she did not allow them to manipulate her or to manipulate the decision there. So the Lord, stop saying the Lord help us.
Because it is very attractive. Any judge that wants to be
let her hear it. She said, because it is very attractive. So why are you now asking God to help you when you know that this thing is very attractive? They made it so attractive, and the people that it is attracted to are the people you are now making God look like God is a 419, or God is the one that the thing is attracted to. It is not attracted to God. It's attracted to the criminals, and they accept the attraction. So how can you now be saying that God help you when you are attracted to criminality? Let's listen to her again.
The judges themselves, the Lord will help us. Honestly, He will help you. He will not allow us to be tools in their hands, because it is very attractive. Any judge that wants to be multi-billionaire, you can do it easily.
So you now that choose to be a multi-billionaire and they give you money by bribe, you see how they mess up this Christianity in Nigeria? The Lord will help us, because it's very attractive. If you want to be a billionaire overnight, it will be. So you see that you have a choice to speak the truth and maintain your salary, and your salaries are enough for you to live your life. Enough. You people earn good salaries, enough for you to live well. Or if you have a case, whoever you are doing your case for pays you for the case. So why are you now going to allow the attraction of bribery to get into your head, and then now you are blaming God? Hey, God, you know this thing is too attractive. Oh. No vex, I beg, I want collector. Hey, God is merciful, I swear. God is too merciful.
To be tools in their hands, because it is very attractive. Any judge that wants to be multi-billionaire, you can do it easily. You don't even have to ask for it. They are chasing you. You know. But if we're going to help this country, we have to stand beyond. If I go against the system, I may not get to the apex court, or I can be, posted to some strange place. We have to go beyond that.
Okay.
We have to go beyond that, and we have to come out in our boldness now. We have to come out in our boldness. We have to be bold. We have to be ready to confront the system. We have to be ready to confront the system. The sages we talk about of old, they are ordinary men like me and you. They're ordinary men. But these ones just decided that we are going to defend the people. They came against Decree 2, they came against Decree 4. And we are talking about totalitarian regimes of those days, that is Buhari and Babangida. But they went ahead and they decided, okay, if you say that you don't want us to intervene in those areas of the Constitution that you have suspended, whatever acts you do, you must have followed the law. And of course, soldiers, because I'm a soldier's child, they don't believe in, they believe in orders. That way, they were able to liberate. You saw judgments from bold people. So I'm calling for boldness, and I'm also calling for the NJC, who is doing a noble job. I must not celebrate them because of the headship. There is a difference. They're going against corruption. They're going against all kinds of misconduct. But at the same time, we must be careful that we do not weaken judges that want to go out of the mold and come out in defense of the people and stand against the system. We have to be able to protect those ones, because if you don't have your way in a case, what happens in Nigeria now is they will write petitions. It's like they have even forgotten the appellate process. It is easier to write a petition. And when you write a petition, there's nobody in this room that does not have a skeleton in their cupboard. Everybody has a skeleton. By the time you start digging into a person's past, there is something you will find, and if one is not careful, a bold judge can be finished just because that judge has gone against the norm, against the society, and the person is a person of truth. So that is my plea to the NJC. Now, another plea is going to be for the everybody, the National Assembly, the presidency. We must pass those bills concerning the judiciary that I believe are before the National Assembly right now. Because I was part of the Summit of Justice. That's why I'm happy that Mr. MNK is here, because he was the president of the Bar Association at the time. And there was a summit that was held, I think it was convened by the Attorney General's office, by the Nigerian Bar Association, and then UNODC and some other, organizations that stretched, I think about a 2 or 3 day program. Before that, there had been series of workshops, private workshops that were held, and everything was gone through. The whole structure of the judiciary, how to liberate it, how to limit appeals that go to the apex court, how to administer the courts effectively. All that was dealt with, the administration. And these are bills that should have been passed yesterday. I cannot understand why they did not recognize the importance of the judiciary to the welfare and the vibrancy of the economy of this nation. If you don't deal with these bills and you leave the judiciary as it is, believe me, the judiciary will collapse. And when
the judiciary, has the judiciary not collapsed already? Has the judiciary not collapsed already? Hello, Mazi. I'm in a live program. Are you aware? No, the other number anyway, but let me see. Maybe your voice can come out loud here. Let's see. Hello? You are on speaker now. Let's see. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Honorable Acting Information Minister, for what you're doing. Honestly, the heat now is too much, but I'm grateful to the Most High that we have a person like you in this communication department of Brady that is still standing. You see, the problem of Nigeria is the fact that they don't want to accept the truth and understand that thing they call a country is never a country.
It's gone.
And I'm looking at the woman saying that the Lord will help the judges.
The Lord will help them.
The Lord is whoever that is the Lord to Nigeria is Britain. So when you are saying Britain should help Nigeria, how do you think Nigeria will ever get better? Because the Lord of Nigeria is Britain.
Exactly.
Our people, we use certain words and we don't know the true meaning of the words. You understand? It's just like when you ask me, do I believe that Biafra will come? Or do I know that Biafra will come? I know Biafra will come because the signs of the collapse of Nigeria is everywhere.
Everywhere. We are seeing it.
Nigeria is going to come. So you telling me to believe that Nigeria will come is like you are telling me
to believe that Biafra will come.
So the earlier that people realize that the country is done and we should get our freedom, the better for us.
Yes.
Now, this is where I want to wrap up with my submission. Please, Biafrans, it is high time you people rise up and do the needful.
Honestly.
Because the more you continue to sleep and wallow in ignorance, you understand, the more that we are going to continue getting killed.
Yeah.
And the sad truth is that a lot of people think that what we are doing is a joke. And that is why so many are going to perish. But if we come to the realization, Mazinam the Kanu will not come out and preach again to you.
No.
Our PM will not come out and preach again to you. You have to take your freedom into your own hands. And Nigeria is going to continue declining until, just as you said, when that pressure becomes so much, it will explode.
Yes, so.
And for those of you, because I was listening to that fool, that bloated fat journalist called Baba Jide on TVC News, how he was, it's such a stupid country. You come and publish a news without confirmation, without authenticating it. You just come out and you publish a news. That is to show you that this is a country of propagandas and lies.
Yes.
Nothing about that country is true. I see him shouting, Gentle the Yahoo has been arrested, that the military went there. In a country that is functional, you are sending the military. The military is to defend your territory, not to be going inside within the country and be fighting crime. You have the police that are supposed to do that. But because of it is a failed system, they use the military. And where is it in the international law that instead of you should capture, if you know that somebody commits something, if you know the person commits a crime, you go out there and capture the person. It's not you just go there and start throwing bombs and killing people. Now you go there, you are proud that you killed 2 women. You killed innocent people. Probably that knows nothing about what Gentle the Yahoo is doing. So that's to show you that the system is failed, the security architect is failed, everything about the country is failed. The only thing I just want is our people to wake up from their slumber and do the needful. Yes, sir. Whether we like it or not, it is our fight. And Chukwokike is using all these things that is happening to teach us a lesson that our hope, or we should not rely on anybody for our freedom. We should not rely on any country. We should not rely on anything. We put our trust in him and we fight our fight and get our nation.
Exactly.
So please, Biafra, rise up. It is going to get worse. It's going to get dangerous. It's going to get bad.
Very, very. And
the dark cloud is coming because you think they are coming for our PM? Or you think they are coming for our leader, Mazin Amdekanu? They are coming for you. So all those content creators, just look at, I see one idiot, the one they call Ginger Media, is already, Gentle the Yahoo. Is Gentle the Yahoo your problem? Is it the one that didn't give you good road? Is it the one that is causing terrorists to attack you? Because they are foolish. Nigeria was never designed for anybody to use their common sense to think. That's why you see a woman, an intelligent judge like that, when she speaks all the good things out of her mouth, at the end of the day, she remains foolish because she's still saying, and God kept Nigeria for a reason. It's a miracle. Nigeria is not meant for you. It's not a nation. Calling it a nation is a crime. It's not a nation. It is a British company, and the sooner we accept that, the better for us. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister and Confirmation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So here you are. The zoo, the zoo will deal with everyone that believes in her. Believe me. Whether you are in the Biafra territory or you are in the Arawa territory or in the Oduduwa territory, as long as you believe in Nigeria, this Nigeria that this judge have come here to tell you that everything is in comatose. Everything. And the only thing she can profile is to beg. I am begging this, I'm begging that, and then asking, please, the Lord help us. You will join the comatose and everything will wreck on your head. Believe me. And those of you that are celebrating that you want your saviors, those that came to save you, you want them, to be eliminated. I will see what you will use to fight this battle. I will see what you will use to defend your land. You see, everything Mazin Amdekanu have told you, all of them will come to pass on your head. All of them. All of them. And then I will see how you will be able to defend yourself. Terrorists are having open field negotiation freely. They carry a gun. A terrorist that just murdered over 30 people in a mosque comes out, admits that he's the one that did it. And the government is negotiating with them. And they make a peace deal. They make a peace deal with them. And all that this retired judge is coming to say is that, you know, the Lord will help us. I don't know whether I should even play to the end of this thing because the thing don't even tire me. Let me see whether she said something more interesting that I would need to stray. Let's hear.
The judiciary collapses, the nation itself collapses. So it is something that has to be done right now.
She says when the judiciary collapses, the nation itself collapses. Now, she herself has admitted here that the judiciary has collapsed. I want you to listen to her. That she's, because you have heard her before telling you that when people ask her or tell her that they want to come to court, you tell them, if this is what gives you food, forget about it. Just go about your business and anything that will happen will happen. What does that mean? The judiciary has collapsed. So how come you that have admitted that the judiciary has collapsed, you are still telling them if the judiciary... Let's hear her. With all her advice, let's hear her.
To the welfare and the vibrancy of the economy of this nation. If you don't deal with these bills and you leave the judiciary as it is, believe me, the judiciary will collapse.
Okay.
And when the judiciary collapses, the nation itself collapses.
When the judiciary collapses, the nation itself collapses. What you are seeing in display today, negotiating with terrorists, signing peace deal with terrorists, what is that sign? The judiciary collapsed. The nation has collapsed already. So this is just crying over a spilled milk. The milk is already spilled. Let me tell you, this woman, if this woman can admit to you today, right there, live and direct, that the judiciary has collapsed, because all this thing she's doing is just to let it be that she said something, because she's telling you, she's basically telling you how the judiciary collapsed. And she's telling you also that if the judiciary collapses, the nation collapses also. So as far as she has confirmed that the judiciary has collapsed, she is also indirectly confirming to you that the nation itself has collapsed. Can you clap for them for making sure that the nation collapses? So a nation that have collapsed, some buffoons are celebrating and wishing and hoping that the one who is supposed to be saving them should be either arrested or should be unalived. And I'm there looking at them like this. I think that if he's unalived, then you will be safe. Njenje media, there's another idiot, the country, the cadet, all of you hopeless mugus. Now, if there's anything that goes wrong and happens to BLA and the commanders are taking, are you going to become a commander, a BLA? Who is going to protect you? This army that is infested with terrorists, this same army that are guiding terrorists, do you know what they do? I will need to look for the video where Pharaoh to me was telling, the press that what they do is that when they want to send terrorists to come and sweep your land, what they do is they first of all send the military to unarm you, to make sure that they take all your arms from you. When they take all your arms from you, then they will now send the terrorists to go into those areas and wipe them out. That's exactly what they're doing. They take all your arms from you. They are the ones that told you you need to defend yourself. But when you are trying to defend yourself, they send the military to come and unarm you so that when those terrorists comes, you will not be able to defend yourself.
So it is something that has to be done right now. So please pay attention to those bills. Liberate the judiciary, clear the backlogs. The backlogs, God knows how many cases there are. And it is from High Court, Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, the backlogs. It will not go away like that. Okay. I was in Malaysia, this must have been about 5 years ago. Okay. I went with the High Court contingents. There was a retreat and they invited me. And we went to the courts in Malaysia that had a terrible backlog problem. And Chief Justice told us how he was able to do it. He said he had to come down from his seat, to the lower courts, and then they now sort out, okay, how many are the cases that are this up to this year? Okay, how many are the pending cases? Now, they now set up this force that, okay, maybe the older justices, you deal with the cases that have been filed. Okay, the newer justices, you deal with the cases that have been 5 years and over. And he said that way they were able to deal with the backlog. And then they are also heavy on technology. I don't know why we're still writing longhand. I don't know why. I don't know why this country is writing longhand. Smaller countries, they have recording machines. When I was in practice, because I had recording machines that I wanted to use and I needed, I could finish a case in 1 year. But if I'm writing longhand, you can't. There's no how. The cross-examination of, okay, now they have adoption of deposition. Cross-examination itself can take about a month if you're writing longhand. And you're very, aggressive to the people. You're very, I'm a stenographer. You're talking too fast. You're talking too fast. And because of that, there are just so many cases in the courts. So technology, we must, please, we must. The backlog, we have to deal with it. Otherwise, it's not going anywhere.
Please have that.
We have arbitration centers even in the Supreme Court. We have in the Court of Appeal. I believe that if you ask a flurry of litigants who have even got to the Supreme Court, would you like your case to go to arbitration? Some of them would say yes, because I took this up. I don't know whether my Lord Justice Agui agrees with me, because I took this matter up with one of the former CJNs and also a justice of the Supreme Court. And he said that, look, anytime somebody files an appeal to the Supreme Court, what they want is judgments, not arbitration. But I'm saying that Nigeria has a peculiar problem, and we have to deal with that problem. No matter how it takes, we must deal with that problem. Having said that, I now want to plead with our judges that please, let us elevate merit and justice over technicality. Please, please. When people come to justice, when they come to the courts, there are some people that come to court for coming to court's sake. But basically, when people come to court, it's because they are saying, please vindicate me. Don't throw them away. The lawyers of old, the judges of old, and I refer to Justice Okundare in the case of, I think it's Udua, Talabi versus Udua, where he said that technicality is a blot in the face of justice, that we must never allow it to make an ass of it.
You see what they are saying? That's the language they use in their useless court system. They call it technicalities. When they know that the criminal politicians that give them money, or the criminal, presidency that wants them to sanction and continue to allow this terrorism and all this evil to continue, they know that they will always lose. At the end of the day, the judge who knows that that person lost, they will not come and tell you out of technicalities. They use technicalities, not out of the true justice system. They say technicalities. That's what they used on Hope Uzodinjo. Hope Uzodinjo, they will say it's technicalities, technical nonsense. They know what they're doing. These are criminals. Nigeria is a crime scene, and these are the things that they have always used. And that's why this woman knows that the judicial system has failed. It has gone comatose. It has failed. It has gone comatose. And there is no way a nation that have lost the judicial system can survive. It is gone. Utilo.
A lot of sages, judicial sages, have said the same thing. They have also said that, look, where there is a wrong, there must be a remedy. Justice Agui, you said that too. And you said it in the case of Nepa versus Awar. You said you must look for, if a man is entitled to relief, you must look and grant him that relief. That is where we have to go back to.
If a man is entitled to relief, you must grant him that relief. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through right now is entitled to see his medical, he's entitled to be healthy, but no, they don't want to grant him because it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Terrorists have been negotiated with, paid ransom, and all those things. But this man, no way. Is his right. but they don't want to give it to him.
This nation. I don't want to take your time, but what I plead with this nation for is that there has to be a change. The country is not moving. There's so much bitterness, there's so much rancor, there's so much division on every front, and we cannot move ahead.
So one person that is coming to tell them openly that the division is so much, telling them pump and playing that there's no way you can go forward with this level of division, and nobody even want to go forward with you. Whether you like, you go forward, or if you like, you go backward. The only thing I know is that you can never get it right again. It is gone, is that it is gone. Nigeria is finished means it is finished. There's no way you can revive Nigeria again. As long as they continue to hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and continue to hold down Biafrans who have the right to decide where they want to be. You cannot to hold them, you cannot to subjugate them. There's no way it can ever be well with you. No way.
Truth has to come back. Righteousness has to come back to this nation. And justice must prevail.
Se stai pensando di parlare con uno psicologo online, segui questi passaggi. Clicca questo video.
Thank you very much. I don't know why this one is showing on my screen. Thank you very much. I quickly have to remove this. Thank you. That video is gone. And then I don't know if there's anyone that wants to say anything. Otherwise, we have, I really wanted to play this. I really wanted to analyze it. And I have satisfied my conscience and I've satisfied myself. And I'm sure you have all seen it. You know, this one is still alive. You know, and under her own judgment, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was declared free. And no court has any right to try Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And she was forced to resign, and she resigned, and she wrote this, even though she's now speaking the truth, but though not as bold as it should be, she has told them that their judicial system is dead. And so to say, Nigeria itself is dead, and there's no hope for Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And those of us that are going to be part of our 100 men, you know, please remember that tomorrow we're going to be having the Zoom meeting, 7 p.m. Biafra time. I will put the link again on the Telegram. Those that are added today, thank you very much. When we get there, we will tell you what it takes. And we are making our leaders proud. We are making our Prime Minister, our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, we are making them proud. And they are proud of us, that we are holding on and we are standing on the gap on their behalf. And there's no way they will ever be disappointed. There's no way they will ever lose. This battle is already a won battle. It is a done and dusted thing. We have done it and we have done it. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful night until I see you tomorrow. Catch you phone.